Hi Cancer, welcome to your powerful messages for June reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Don't only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else that needs to hear this message. So my intentions for this reading, Cancer, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of June, to ask what will be happening, unfolding, if anything has happened, why has it happened, and this can impact any aspect of your life, love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution, but whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get your reading started, Cancer. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and tune into the energy of Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what Spirit would like to talk to you about for the month of June, what to be aware of, what's to come. If anything has happened, why has it happened? May this reading give you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you're looking for by watching this message. What is the overall theme for Cancer in June, Spirit? Ooh! You got two cards, Cancer, and first of all, it's goals, all right? And it says, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved, but the powerful card here is the Phoenix. And it says, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So for some of you guys, specifically linked to money, to finances, to progress, to goals being met, if you felt like you couldn't do it before, that is of the past. I do feel with this Phoenix energy, there is something you had to be very real about, Cancer, a certain way of being, certain people in your life, certain situations that just had to come to an end. And it wasn't easy to do, to be this honest, raw, and real with yourself, because some of these people, situations was something you held very close to, but it just was not working anymore, Cancer. And for some of you guys, maybe this is the period you'll be going through in June to cleanse. But let me tell you something, if you're afraid to let it go, if you're afraid to surrender, if you're afraid to just say, walk away from certain patterns, behaviors, people, situations that are not adding to your progress, are not adding to your well-being, you will be safe when you walk away. And not only will you be safe, Cancer, it will be restored tenfold. This is exactly what this combination is telling me here. So some of you, what's really sticking out to me is after a period of crisis. So there was some sort of big loss, and it could have been a job loss. It could have been, a loss of a relationship that may have made you doubt your goals in the first place. Like, is this the right thing for me? In Cancer, I do feel with this goal here, it will still be achieved in June, but the way you were going about it or with the certain person was just not what was going to make it work. Okay, so Cancer, I just have to say, what you've lost, God, the universe will restore. Okay, and it will be better than what you hoped for. It will be better than what you had to walk away from that was so difficult. You are coming above it like the Phoenix rising from the ashes. And that's a beautiful trait of Cancer that a lot of people don't like to give Cancer credit for, is Cancer's perseverance, is Cancer's strength. Cancer is one of the strongest signs of the zodiac. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Cancer. I know plenty of Cancers that been through hell but made it back 10 times stronger each and every time. And this is one of those times, Cancer, in June. Wow, okay. Tell me more about this energy here. And you know what? If there was a certain job that you lost, Or, you know, again, maybe you felt like you got downgraded in some sort of way. It was for the best, especially if there was a toxic work situation you're in, Cancer. There was a lot of people who were working against you, who didn't want to see you go to the top. And I just feel in some sort of way, whatever had to come to an end is a blessing in disguise. And even if you're in the same work environment, you're doing the same thing, like you are going to show them that whatever they try to do to put you down is fruitless. It's not going to work. You're just going to snap back 10 times harder and they're going to be shocked. Yeah, we have nature spirits. Okay, number 35. Some of you could have strong earth in your chart, an earth rising, an earth moon, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Does not have to be the case, but what it says is, I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on earth. So some of you guys are starting to become really connected to nature, to the nature spirits, animal spirits, the fairy world type of thing. I do feel that you guys are starting to go outside more, or maybe spend some time trying to find a place in a hiking trail, a park, and pay attention when you're in nature. Pay attention to the birds, the plants, the spirits that keep repeating in your pathway. I do feel those animals, those insects, whatever it is that keeps coming forward again and again is a message from spirit about your specific goal, about your specific plan. You know, if you see a repeating animal, look it up on Google and see if that message resonates with you, or tap into your own intuition. What would a fox energy mean to you? What would a deer energy mean to you? You know, kind of sit with that and think, what is this trying to tell me? Because I do feel that you guys are also connected to an animal spirit guide, and it's becoming more prevalent now for a reason. So pay attention to that. But also for some of you guys, I do feel that there is some sort of movement towards environmentalism that you're starting to kind of shift in your life, maybe take more of a priority, recycling, you know, doing things to kind of conserve the world. And, you know, beyond that too, not just like environmentalism, there's a lot, Cancer, that you're meant to experience, that you're meant to achieve in this world that is going to have a big impact. You being a part of this world in this moment, in this lifetime, is something significant. Okay, so it wasn't easy getting to this place. It wasn't easy going down this path and this road. But like I tell people when this type of message comes up, God gives its greatest battles to its greatest warriors. And I do feel with this nature spirit here, with the signs and energies, the synchronicities you're seeing in the natural world, is reminding you of your purpose here. And it is to improve the world. It is to inspire the world. It is to show the world something very unique and new that can only be brought to the table by you, Cancer. Specifically a frog. If you guys have been seeing frogs, you know, for a lot of cultures, it's a sign of prosperity. But yeah, I just feel as if the natural world is opening up to you, Cancer, about even more than what you thought was possible. And it's going to start to show in the 3D world. So again, spirit is connecting to you through the nature spirits. So pay attention to that. Spend time in nature. Prioritize being out in nature and grounding yourself, because I do feel that is what's going to reboost you to becoming the phoenix that you are going to be in the month of June. And you know too, like again, for some of you, I am feeling this, I don't know if it's toxic energy. I don't know if it's just haters, negative energy around you, even people that are energy vampires, right? That just know your light, know your power, and just want to use you as an emotional dumping ground. You know, you can have compassion for those people, but it's taking some sort of spirit from you. When you're around negativity, it's kind of inevitable that negativity starts to sink in, especially with a sign as empathic as Cancer. So if you need to isolate yourself at periods of time, if you just need to go on a walk by yourself, if you need to, you know, separate yourself from those energies that are draining you, I do feel nature is going to reboost you each and every time, Cancer, okay? I do have a feeling of saying, if you guys have been thinking about buying plants for the home, I do feel that those plants are going to help revitalize the energy within your house. So tell me more. for Cancer. Tell me more about what Cancer needs to know for June, Spirit, of what's happening, unfolding, anything that has happened, why has it happened? Okay, Cancer, you're being asked to have courage here. And it really does feel it's with this Phoenix energy. Courage to end something, courage to start a new path, courage to build up this fire energy, tap into it, and follow through. And maybe this is the unknown that's kind of scaring you, Cancer, especially if a certain situation didn't work out and Spirit is guiding you or calling you to try something different, to go down a very new path that you haven't followed previously in your life. Have the courage, because again, even if it seems unknown, right? There's something that's going to lead you to your success further than what you thought you could have. And then we have transformation. I mean, come on. Need I say more? Your life is transforming right now. Your situation, whatever you went through recently that was maybe devastating, heartbreaking, or just even just a bump in the road, okay? If it wasn't even something that impactful, whatever that was, that moment of realizing that something isn't working, realizing that this isn't my way, whatever, it is the catalyst to the transformation in your life. This is when your life turns around, when life is going to surprise you, Cancer. But you are going right now in this moment in transition to the next chapter. So you are meant to follow this path, Cancer, even if it felt like it was placed in your life for no reason or we couldn't figure out why. Then let me assure you, it is taking you to somewhere you're going to be much happier, much more successful. Okay? Wow. Amazing. And I do feel for others of you, like I said, again, those of you that feel you have a purpose in helping the world and helping people, you are helping transform the world. You're helping raise the vibration, and that doesn't have to be through spiritual work. That could be through teaching. That could be through, the medical field. That could be through your writing, your creativity. But what you are doing, I want you to know, is something that is worthwhile. Your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, and your talents are worthy, Cancer. And even if you just haven't hit that mark yet, it's destined to. So that's why Spirit wants you to have the courage, because this is the part where it gets the toughest, right? It's tough to get back up and get going, or maybe to try a new thing, especially when you feel discouraged. But Spirit wants you to know that if you have this energy of courage, it will continue leading you down the right path of the success and the personal goals that you will achieve. Okay? All right, let's get the tarot out. Tell me the three major energies Cancer is going through or will be going through in June. Okay. Whoa, the Lovers. Gemini energy, Taurus energy for me as a reader. The Flamingo Spirit. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. Then we have Nine of Winter with Sea Lion. This is like the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. One more card. Okay, the World. A completion by the end of this month. One that's to celebrate, one that's going to be recognized, one that you are going to be very proud of yourself for. It may even be known to others. People are watching, Cancer, like I said, and it's going to shock everyone how you came on top of this situation. With the sheepdog, it says, Congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. Courage is coming out twice. That is the key word for you guys in June. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Yeah, this is in the past. Maybe this happened last month. maybe the aftermath of what happened even a few months ago is still kind of setting out for you guys or being felt. But this is when the Tower has done its work, Cancer. You're not going to have another Tower moment again in June, but this Tower moment was not in vain. It was not. And it says, important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. Yes, Cancer, this is prioritizing you, your well-being, and maybe Spirit, God, the universe, seeing that you were doing something for too long, letting someone hang around for too long, or being in a situation that wasn't making you happy but sticking through it because you felt like you had to. God, Spirit, the universe had to intervene and maybe even had to strip that sense of security from you to show you how strong you are, how courageous you are, and push you to making these changes. So let's talk about the Lovers first. Okay, so yes, to a lot of tarot readers, the Lovers can indicate romance, and that could very well be something specifically to you guys. As far as this feels like something that has been in your heart for a long time, Cancer, this Lover's energy. And for some of you guys, that was what you had to say goodbye to, was a certain someone that just couldn't catch up with your alignment, that didn't want to meet you halfway. But Cancer, if that is something you were going through the last few weeks, months, someone new may be coming into your life in June, or you just met recently that has been stirring your romantic feelings. But again, from that loss, from that devastation before, you're afraid to open up. You're afraid to follow your heart. There's something different about this one, Cancer. I can tell you that. The letter L is sticking out to me, as in Luke, as in Layla, first, middle, last initial may mean something to someone. But with this Lover's card, it could also be not just romantic. It could be a family member that unexpectedly came back into your life. It could be a friend that is coming to reconcile. This feels very strongly for some of you guys, reconciliation energy, or at least Spirit bringing you something new in a new form, but of an old memory, an old idea of what you thought you could have with someone else that wasn't in your alignment. Whoever you're meeting in the beginning of the month is someone very special, is someone that is meant to be brought into your life to restore whatever was taken from this Tower moment for you guys. Now, if this is not so much relationship oriented, this could mean that if this is goals, finances, it is in alignment with you now, with what you had to experience, with what you had to shed away, with what you had to let go. Now it's being brought to you. But Cancer, remember what you learned from the past. Remember what had to fall apart for you to get to this new opportunity before you, to get this goal achieved. You know, Cancer, very specifically here, this came up for Gemini and it's coming up for you too, Cancer, but there's something about listening to your heart. There's something about trusting your heart and yourself. Trusting that you have the courage and the strength to still have this be a reality, to still bring this into fruition. It is not over, Cancer. It really isn't. Nine of Winter, Gemini energy. Yeah, so I do feel even through the nature spirits that we were talking about moments ago is some of the messages from Spirit letting you know everything's going to be okay. Finding certain trinkets on the ground, coins, finding, little synchronicities, messages that are sent specifically to you. It's Spirit's way through the universe telling you that all will be well. I know things have been rocky. I know that around you it's been quite tumultuous, but you will get there. And even for some of you, it's like right before you're about to make that transformation, right before you take that first step, that's when you freak out the most. Am I sure this is right? Am I going to mess up? Is it going to fall apart? Those Nine of Swords types of energy. Spirit wants you to calm that. Like this card is saying, your fears are not real. And for some of you, again, where you guys are starting to strip away the negative people, the negative situations, even for some of you on social media, if there has been TikTok reels, even YouTube videos that have been adding to your fear more than inspiring you, it's time to kind of take a break from that as well, okay? because I do feel it's been kind of, you know, distorting your mind in some ways and making you feel a lot more doomed than the reality of the situation. And then the World card. This is when the completion comes in. This is when you will see by the end of the month the transformation you have done by trusting your heart in the first place, by letting go of the fears. There is something you are successfully completing. A chapter in your life, finding and securing that job, finding and securing that relationship, healing that relationship. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards to get a bit more specific here. Tell me about the Lovers. Tell me about the Lovers for Cancer. Okay, there we go. 8 of Pentacles. So Virgo energy. So the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles, like I said, for a lot of you, this could be job. Finding the right job, finding the right people, finding the right work environment, or even finally taking into consideration and priority doing what you love to do. Not just because it pays the bills, not because it just gets by, but because it's something you really feel strongly and passionately about. Cancer, in this lifetime, you are meant to pursue your dreams. You are meant to pursue your goals and meet them and have them come to fruition. In some ways, other people's plans and journeys are not meant to be. So maybe even a loss of a job was the idea for you to start doing the things you actually enjoy doing, that you, what's that saying, like when work is enjoyable, it's not work anymore. I do feel if you guys have been kind of starting to be drawn to the things that you may have put on the back burner, it is going to make you some sort of income. But keep working at it. With the 8 of Pentacles, this is something you have to dedicate time to, that you have to, you know, zone in and focus on and dedicate to. Now, others of you, if this is a relationship, romantic, friendship, family member, they're dedicated to making this work. They are taking the steps. They are showing the dedication to show you, Cancer, that this is something that they really want. And they want to have it with you. This friendship, this relationship, this passionate affair. You're going to see this person come out more hardworking, more stable than what you've dealt with before in the past. And, you know, Cancer too, like, for some of you, don't let anyone come in and think they can have it easy. The right people will stick through it and will stand by it. I'm hearing that song by Aaliyah, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Who's willing to do that for you, Cancer, the way you do it for others? Tell me more about this 9 of Winter for Cancer. What are these worries about? The Hierophant. Wow. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy. For some of you, this is life purpose. What am I going to excel at? What is meant for me? What am I meant to be? I do feel for some of you guys in the middle of the month specifically, but really it could be any time, but you really are deciding and seeing through the encouragement from the universe, through things that are happening in the 3D world that maybe you're starting to second guess because of tower moments in the past. This is part of what you are meant to do in this lifetime, Cancer. And you are meant to be influential. You are meant to have a following even for some of you, and not just one that it's because, you know, you're doing well, they're only there for your light, only to feed off of you. No, because you inspire them. Because you are an example. And I even feel for some of you guys, again, there's spiritual lessons that you've been going through. Spiritual lessons that are helping you kind of let go of the worries and the fears and to trust in your divine purpose, trust in everything that has happened in your life, even the challenging times. They were meant to serve you for your higher and greater good. I mean, the Hierophant is someone that is a spiritual master here. And that is what you are meant to become. Now, there's 2 5s on the spread. Your birthday could be July 5th, July 15th, my birthday twin, or maybe even June 25th for some of you guys. But yeah, for those of you that are getting a call, that are feeling so drawn into something, but then second guess it, don't second guess it. It is spiritually guided. It is spiritually being sent your way for a reason. And then the world. Tell me about the world. And you know, Cancer, it takes a lot of courage to be this influential. It takes a lot of courage to stand out, to be in your truth, to dedicate yourself to your life path in a way that maybe not everyone's going to understand, not everyone's going to accept. But nonetheless, it's your path. It's your purpose. It's your journey. The right people will follow it. The wrong people will criticize and try to diminish it. Why? Because they can't get to the height you're getting, Cancer. Tell me more about this World card for Cancer. The Moon. Yeah, Pisces energy, Cancer energy. The Moon is telling you with the combination of the world that as you follow your intuition, as you are guided by your courage, as you kind of start to concentrate on the things that fuel your life and vitality versus your fears and illusions, you are starting to see the right path. You are starting to see the right way. Now, Cancer, again, with the Moon card here, your intuition is trying to tell you something that maybe your mind is distracting you from. Listen to your intuition, Cancer. You were gifted with it for a reason. And with the Moon card here, you're not crediting yourself enough. And that's part of why maybe some things are stalled or some things are blocked. For some of you, you truly need to understand that even despite everything that has happened, you are meant to live this world, this life, with all the success and abundance that you envisioned and daydreamed for yourself. This is the period of transformation. And again, the unknown, what better way to describe that than the Moon card here, excuse me. There's still some things to uncover. There's still some things to come. But again, do not fear the path that is being brought ahead of you to walk down. With the courage, you will successfully cross this bridge into the other side. And even if there are some fears that are still kind of dissuade you, don't listen to the noise that is trying to bring you down, Cancer, whether that's from others or that's the internal voice within you. The inner saboteur will not win. The saboteurs around you will not win. Their success is not guaranteed, only yours is. That's truly what's being shown here, Cancer, but you have to believe it. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. So, Cancer, with this Three of Cups, there is a part of this message that is saying you can relax, you can enjoy yourself. Again, I know for some of you, whatever some tower moments were pretty hefty, were pretty hard, but that's in the past. So open yourself now to the opportunities of putting yourself back out there again, to heal, to reconcile, if that's in the cards for some of you. But to also just take some time this month to do the things you like to do. Hang out with people, go to your favorite bars, go to your favorite restaurants. Your light is very needed in this world, is what I can tell you. And I do feel with the Three of Cups, as you purge the negative, the right people will come in. The right people will still be there to support you, Cancer. And I think that's a lot of what June is revealing to you through certain situations that had to fall apart. But you are going to be just okay, Cancer, more than okay. Your goals will be met and achieved. And with the world and the Three of Cups, definitely something people are noticing, definitely something that you can celebrate, and that the right people will celebrate for you or with you in regards to. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get one more message from Spirit to wrap this reading up. I mean, what a turnaround. It truly is going to be your era of a comeback. It's your era of showing everyone who doubted you they were in the wrong, but more so showing yourself truly and completely of your courage, your perseverance. Again, your goals will be met. It shows it in this card here, and it shows it with the World card. So trust yourself, Cancer. Trust your path and trust your journey. Now we have enter the flow. You are entering the flow. There are myriads of options available to you. Even if you feel rushed to act fast, you'll be better able to make a long-lasting and confident decision by heeding the voice of your soul. You can either step back and wait, inquire and consider, or meditate and pray. Or you can push ahead in harried hopes that it will all work out. Things do tend to come together in the end. But to avoid a dramatic situation that later requires unraveling, look at all your choices. Then exercise the many different ways you can express yourself. Feel how liberating it is to make a new choice and to sail past ingrained habitual responses instead of reacting. Once you've made an intentional choice, lie back and be carried by the winds of flow in your greatest hoped for direction. I mean, yeah, Cancer, you are being guided to this point in your life for a reason. There is some sort of situation that will present itself as an opportunity to choose differently from an old way of being, from an old way of thinking, into something so much more abundant, something so much more flowing. And you will be guided every step of the way till you get to your goal, till you get to your achievement. And for a lot of you, it's looking good by the end of June. For others of you, this is just the beginning. It may slowly unfold, but you surely are going to get there, Cancer. So remember this message as you face certain obstacles, as you kind of listen to the voice of your saboteur. Thank it, remove it, because you know who you are. You know what you're capable of. And that's the voice you should be listening to the most. So thank you, Cancer, for joining me for this amazing reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it provided you with the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.